Please note, this tutorial on site backup and restore is meant for web administrators who has their server set up in their local computer. If your site is already online and want to backup, then the interface is different. You have to log on to your web host, then open your control panel, then file manager, then the web files will be usually in the web root, public HTML or www folder. There is a separate video tutorial on this topic, and you can still watch this video as the general concepts are the same. Okay, thank you. Hello and welcome. In this session, we are going to discuss about website backup and restore. Why do we need a backup? You have users adding and editing contents on your site and writing things to it, and the database is sitting on a server somewhere, and all the data is flowing through the network. So there is always a small chance of something can go wrong. So when something goes wrong on your website, you need to put the site back into original state as soon as possible. So as I said, backup and restoring to the original position is important for business continuity and credibility. If you're hosting on a commercial web server, they have their regular backup and routines available, and you may be able to restore your site. The same is true for large organization with dedicated IT production support areas. As a web administrator, you are advised to have your own backup and restore process in place. This is in addition to the company-wide backup and restore process. Backup creates an additional copy of the data that can be used for recovery purposes, and this backup copy is used when the main data is lost or corrupted, and it is preferred the backup copy is kept off-site or in a separate drive or something. Now another thing is you need to keep a backup and restore procedure document. That is what is called a system documentation, where backup and recovery procedures are listed, and including the emergency contact and so on. You need to notify the stakeholders for the site, and you also need to back up your systems on a regular basis. It can be daily, it can be weekly or monthly. It depends upon how frequently the data changes and your organizational standards. And business also need to back up their data to comply with the government regulations, and archiving for a fixed period of time. It can be 5 years, 10 years, it depends what it is, what type of information it is, and preserve transaction record, business communications, emails, and so on. The backup and restore process we follow here is the same for all database-driven websites such as Drupal or WordPress websites. So how this is done? First, we make a copy of the website files and compress it to save space. You don't have to compress it if you don't want to, and put it in a folder with the date information. So you create a folder and put these files in there. It can be compressed or not compressed. Next, we take a copy of the databases using a tool called phpMyAdmin. The database copy comes in the form of a SQL script. It is a file containing commands like create tables, add values, and various conditions like that. After getting a copy of the database file, you put that in the same folder as the web files. In that folder, you have the web files as well as database files. Both these files are needed to restore your website. You can create many backup files for weekly, monthly. It all depends upon the user activity and your organizational standards. Keep the backup in an external drive that can be easily accessed when you need it. This is how you back up website. For restoring your website, all you do is just do all these things in reverse, with an extra step of creating a temporary copy of it. And we will look into that in the next session. So let us start this backup process now. Navigate to the folder where your website files are located. In our case, it is documents and Bitnami in Drupal 8. And then decide where you want to store this backup. preferably in an external drive. For our tutorial, we will store this right here for convenience. Let's create a folder, a new folder, and name it with the date and the site name. That is the year, month, and the date, and the site name. This is a good naming convention, like the date and the site name. Enter. So that is the folder we created. So what we do is we copy the entire folder to here. To save space, it is better to compress this folder and put it in here. I've already installed 7-zip, so I just right click and say 7-zip and add to Bitnami Drupal8.7z or add to Bitnami 7-zip, both the same thing. So I just click on the zip, which is more familiar to many people. Click on that. So it will start compressing the file. If you get errors like this, what you have to do is just cancel it for the time being. Cancel, yes. And go to the Bitnami Stack Manager, open it, and stop this process. SQL database and Apache Web Server, stop all. Then close it. Then compress it. I think this time you may get a better result. When this is finished, you put this zip file to here in this folder. This may take about 5 to 10 minutes, depending upon the speed of your computer. Now the web file is now compressed to this, and just drag this into this folder, and that's it. So that folder contains, this is the web file compressed. What we do next is get a copy of the database files and put it here as well. So it stays together within the same folder. To access your database, first you need to start the services. So let us start the Bitnami user control. Yes. And make sure the services are starting. Start all. It is yellow, and when it is green, the database and Apache service are running. Right. Now you go here, see Open PHP MyAdmin. So you can access the database using this PHP MyAdmin tool. Open there, click on that. Web browser will open. The username is root and the password is already filled in. If it is not there, it is the same as the first password you used when you set up the site. As I mentioned that before, you must write down all your username and password. Okay, let us click go. Now you're looking at your database using the PHP MyAdmin tool. At the moment, we have only one database, Bitnami Drupal8. All the other things you see here are default settings when you set up a MySQL database. This is our database. You can click on it. And these are all the tables within that database. This is our site tables. Do not feel overwhelmed by this. We are here to export a copy of our selected database. So select this export tab, and we are using the quick export tab in the SQL format. You can export in many formats, but we are using SQL format. That's the easiest one. So quick export method with the format of SQL, and click go. And so you get a message called you have chosen to open, whether you want to open or save. And this time we are saving the file. So click OK. It will save in the Firefox download folder for me. So I go there, click on that folder. It is saved in my download folder. So this is a database file. You can actually open it and have a look. If it is big file, it will take a long time to open. I have Notepad++ installed, so I should be able to open very easily. Double click on it. So this is what the database file look like. It is basically instruction on to create a database and create tables and add values to it, all that. Don't change anything. This is a bit advanced. So if you change anything, you may mess it up. So just close it. And what you have to do is you move this database file to the web folder we created before. You can close this window now. So we have this. And you drag and drop this over here. In this document folder, we have this new folder we created with the date and site name, website files, and this is our database related to the website. This must go together. So this folder contains all the information we need to restore our website. So we just backed up our website. Very good. Restoring our site from this backup is just the reverse of the process with some additional steps. And we will look into that in the next session. Okay. Thank you for watching.